Hello guys, good morning. It's your favorite Coach Larry FX Academy once again, and today we are going to be discussing about the Volatility 25 index. Now I understand most of you would not really be familiar with this interface. This interface is the the MT5 interface, you understand? So this MT5 interface basically shows the reaction of price from the monthly time frame and the weekly time frame, which this interface doesn't show. You understand? You can see it shows just to the 24 hours, and sometimes the interface from the monthly time frame and the weekly time frame, once you're able to get a bigger picture, it gives you a clearer view of what you are doing. You understand? That way you are able to understand if you're going for the right direction or not. Now, when we see this higher time frame, what can we easily picture out? What can we easily see from this higher time frame? We can easily see that it's on a downtrend, but currently we are having reversals and we've gotten a break of structure to the upside. We want to see this area get taken out before any other further reaction from the market. So that information is what is guiding us on what we are doing at the moment. So if you can see what's going on, you will clearly see that we had a break of structure to the upside, liquidity to the downside, price got down to this point. Yeah, possibly if we should fix our Fibonacci, let me fix our Fibonacci and let's see what happened. So we originally are supposed to see price get into the we originally are supposed to see price getting to the 0.618 level, and let's see, yeah, it did even come back to 0.618 levels, meaning that this particular trade is still valid and still live. So we saw price reacting from the 0.618 level, and then it's coming to the upside. We also have price reaction from here, expecting where we are going to be looking at selling from, which is around here. But then that being the case, we would just not to put much information that will stress the mind. Let's focus on what we are looking at doing at the moment. So at the moment we have this on the weekly time frame. So now this is the daily time frame of it, and one thing I can easily do is I can easily get to show you. So one thing I can easily do is I can easily get to show you what's going on the smaller time frame. You can see price currently on an uptrend to the on the smaller time frame, uptrend, and we have between this area and this area for price to react towards. So we are all out trying to see what markets will do between this area and this area. Now that being the case, we can now go to the chart section. Now on this chart section, we don't have the past data. Even if we load it, you will find out that we don't have that data you are seeing where we are anticipating price would get to that high. But then what we have is we have a range that market is reacting towards at the moment. So we have a range, which is a range between this low and this high. So if we should put chart clear, you can see it clearly that we are playing within this range. Now, to go from the smaller time frame, what can we see? We can see that price gave a break of structure here, and if we should clone this to, we would find out that we had a liquidity at this point. Price gave us a break to the upside, and then it came back reacting from 0.618, and ever since then it has not hit take profit. That is basically the reason. Okay, ever since then it has actually hit take profit, just hit rejection, gave a little rejection, and we are currently here. So I said this and I told this to my students. I said this is a reaction which we expect that price will retest, just like what it's doing on Tesla stock, something like that. So we expect it to retest from this point and it will start going to the upside. So that is on this one. And if we should mark this high where we expect market or price to react from, we can now go to the smaller time frame to see what clearly it's going on there. So if you look at the market, you see that price actually got into this point, and currently we are seeing pressure of price pushing to the upside. Now, if you're taking it from this place, which I think we're on a trade now on a buy here. We're anticipating it gets to the upside, but then why did we get in from this point. We got in on this point, two reasons. One, we got that it's going to retest from this area to the upside, possibly that way, and we take some rallies to the upside. But then, using our formula, we have to go to the smaller time frame and look for our structure. You understand? So we want to see market structure based on what we are doing. You understand? To be able to take that rally to the upside. Now we have a support here. This is another strategy I'll be coming out to teach you guys later on. It's a 5-minute strategy. But then we have this area of a low here. But then what helps us to be able to take a defined decision here? We have what we call a break of structure. You understand? We have a break of structure at this point, and then we have another break of structure also at this point. One thing I can do is I can clone it. So when we have another break of structure at this point, then we simply would now see that there's a kind of liquidity grab here. You understand? Whereby price took out the low, you understand, and then took out this break of structure to the upside. So that being the case, let's go to the smaller time frame. Now we'll go to the 15 minutes time frame, though I don't really like using the 15 minutes time frame. I prefer maybe using the 5 minutes time frame, but then nevertheless, let's work with what we have. So price took out the low here, gave us a break of structure at this point, and then we can see it retraced to the downside. So all we are simply looking at doing is, or we looked at doing, was we basically waited for price to react. You can see it reacted down to the 0.79 level, you understand, and we can see the buy off. So if you were on the market using the strategy we use, you would have been able to get an entry either at this point or at the end of this bullish candlestick, which gave us a bullish engulfing. So either area you took your entry, this would be your first take profit. So this would be your first take profit. While you're looking at this as your first take profit, we are looking at this area as our final take profit, or even this area at the top here. You understand? So that is what we are going to be looking out for on the Volatility 25. So if you have not been able to take an entry on this one, there could possibly be a re-entry confirmation coming up soon. So let's pick this area here, this area, this one. So there could possibly be a kind of re-entry here coming up soon, because what we can easily see, we can see a break of structure at this point, and we can see our liquidity being taken to the downside at this point very clearly. So if this price is going to be dropping, it should drop between this area. It should drop between this area and this area on the smaller time frame. So that takes us to the 5 minutes time frame to look out for what the market is going to be doing. So that being the case, we are going to be waiting for price to react from the 0.618 or 0.79 level to take another re-entry, and then that will rally to the upside, which is this point for our final take profit. So this is what we have for the Volatility 25 market on the 5 minutes time frame, and even we tried taking our analysis down to the smaller time frame for you to be able to get an entry. So you would basically be looking at taking an entry anywhere from here, and your take profit will be here basically, or even at this high. We are looking at this other resistance around here, so we're using this resistance to take profit, and then this will be your entry. Now what are we doing? We've analyzed this on the higher time frame. We are only trying to look for an entry on the smaller time frame that we can ride up to this area we know market is going to smash for take profit. So that is our bias on the Volatility 25 index. So you can see it's a little bit clustered and all of that, but just try to understand what we are explaining and we are looking out for on the market. So what you're going to have is something like this. You're going to be having something like this, and it's just what it is. Let's look out and see how market would react to this guy here, and we hope to be profitable from it. Now I would simply add this to Excel, which is alright. I'll do that. So do have a wonderful day, guys. One love, peace.